I'm Nice.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
Yes.
Because Portia's eyes are as
the
wide
side
as
as
saucers.
saucers.
Her face disappears behind the giantness of her eyes.
Yeah,
Whoosh.
pretty much. Wow, so it's true. Can you summon flames? Turn people into frogs? Fly.
I mean, I can do a lot of things. That's so cute that she's actually interested in magic, and that we establish her interest in magic early.
I'm leaning actually in this case between I'm still learning to I can do lots of things.
I feel like you got a 50-50 shot there, because it depends on what your feel towards Pasha is.
Right.
Like, what do you want her to know? Because a sort of I'm still learning could be a deference kind of thing. I feel like that would be more appropriate towards Nadia, of going,
right.
I don't want to over-flatter myself because you might expect high things. And for her going, I can do lots of things.
Oh, I can do loads of things.
And there's a level
also,
of going, we're similar class.
There's finally 3 options.
I love that.
Actually. Well, I mean, there was the 3 options for obviously the choices, but that ended up being 4.
And also her being really excited about it and going, oh my God, can you do all these things? And us responding with enthusiasm to basically make her comfortable or engage with her.
Right.
Going, I rarely have anyone to talk to except for that tuna I work with. Yes, I can do lots of things.
Oh, we've got it.
And it might inspire her to ask more questions. Instead of saying I'm still learning, if you say I can do lots of things, maybe she'd ask more questions.
I feel like, though, even for Corazón, there's a level of, honestly, like, frustration for the character of just going, like, but it's difficult interacting with, basically, Astra sometimes because Astra does leave all the time and going, I have taught myself, I'm very good at this, I can do lots of things.
I think that
But I'm also not really defensive. I can do lots of things.
Yeah, going, what can you do?
Fine,
I can do lots of things. Like, it's sort of fun.
Oh, yeah, that's just, I can do lots of things.
I like
Sounds
it.
good.
Okay.
I smile back at Portia, standing a little taller. I can do lots of things. Ooh, really? Like what?
She looks so concerned there. I wanted her to look more excited.
Like what?
Like, instead of going, oh, God, really? I thought you were joking. That's what that face looks more concerned to me.
I can read fortunes. I can protect myself with magic. That's so cool! Is it hard to do?
Nope, anyone can learn it.
I shrug. Magic can be challenging, but thanks to Astra's tutelage...
Or lack thereof.
Or lack thereof. Actually, in spite of Astra's tutelage, it's almost second nature to me.
I do it all the time, and since there's stuff everywhere to interact with, if you really think about it, honestly, you can even learn things from fire salamanders, seeing how they do it.
No kidding. Not really. Anybody can learn magic.
If they want to. It's complicated. Like really good paper folding. Most people aren't very good at it.
It's true. Really? Anybody? I never knew that.
It's one of those trade secrets, like plumbing. You never realise that anyone can do it, because, you know, it's a journeymanship kind of thing. But really, anyone can.
Yeah, we really can.
Oh.
As the sun journeys across the sky, I'm using the wrong accent.
It's fine.
Portia and I climb stair after seemingly an infinite stair.
We get out of the upper streets, and we head up to the castle itself, which is way above the city. I kind of imagine it, like, I know it's not in the center of the city, but it's so much fun to imagine it in the center of the city, up on this grand tower kind of thing.
Right.
You got this ridiculous Rapunzel's Island kind of thing. Except for we know it's back behind the city, but imagine the castle up on high up on the hill, sort of like you can see the city sort of like a defensible kind of position.
Right.
And the whole city cascades in like steps and terraces down below it, and then you have the upper streets up here on the tops of the buildings and the marketplaces, and then underneath you have the whole underbelly of the city that's always in shadow and in the canals.
Right.
And the entire thing, if you're looking at it from a distance, is this just grandscape of climbing city leading up to the jewel of the castle.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah.
Sounds fun to me. And then you have these giant mountains behind the castle, you know?
It'd be really pretty.
And it'd be pretty defensible as well.
It still is pretty Disney castle.
I like it. It's very Disney castle. Okay.
I stare after a seemingly infinite stair. The higher we ascend, the fewer travelers we encounter along the way. I pause to catch my breath halfway up, looking at the palace's looming silhouette.
This sounds different. They're actually including other people being here.
Yeah.
Fewer travelers along the way and going,
I think that was there, though, before.
I don't know if it was or not.
Like, again, there's some things that we are definitely not going to remember.
In a lot of ways, it was very hollow, like before, very isolated.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's more people. I don't know.
Right.
Though.
But it also could be that they've kept this a little bit cleaner and it hasn't deviated off so much.
Like you hadn't had so long to wait from one step to another. Okay.
Portia keeps throwing sidelong glances at me, even though she keeps doing that anyway, as though someone's on the tip of her tongue.
Oh,
Something's on the tip of her tongue. What is it?
She wanted to ask me a bunch of questions, then she went into professional mode.
What? No, it's fine. You just looked like you wanted to say something. I know, I look good. It's okay, you can say it. I'm here. Oh, did I? I guess everyone at the palace is a lot on their minds these days, especially the Countess. So I'm glad you're here, Corazón.
I'm trying not to admire the shit out of you and wonder why I can't do anything. I have no interest in putting the amount of effort you do in at all, ever. But I love it, and I nonetheless am envious.
Wow, good job. Milady needs good allies.
And I think, honestly...
What do you mean by that? Portia frowns, wearing a loose cobblestone with the toe of her shoe.
That sounds charming. I'm not, I think this is new. And
this is really cute.
This is very cute.
I don't want to speak for my lady. She'll fit you in as soon as we arrive. Fill you in, excuse me. But,
this still looks so much like Disney Castle.
This really
like Aladdin's Castle so bad.
I think this really is honestly supposed to be indicative
of
that.
On Aladdin's Castle.
Which is fine. It's just amusing.
I do love the waterfalls though. But also, we have to be really low down below this to see it, like standing way down below this gate to not see any mountains or anything behind it, which are later indicated in the story.
Right.
Anyway.
We reached the palace just after sunset, standing before the gate of twisted black iron.
Not molded, not forged, twisted.
Twisted. Also, though, again, I'm like, how far away is this castle? The thing that's bothered me still in regards to, like, other playthroughs where this game cannot, and I'm talking about just the playthroughs that we're doing for Julian, right? It's just that when we've had to go back through it, I still ask the question going, why does it take so long, and why do they seem so bad about their timelines?
The only thing that I was thinking about now with my new headcanon of the city, which sounds amazing in my head, going, what if your shop is way down at the lower ranges near the front of the city, not only in the lower streets, but way far away from the castle, because you want to catch new people entering the city, and a lot of that, like, basically foot traffic of visitors, travelers, guests, seasonal people.
Okay.
And so you're so far away, and they're also implying it's a huge city. Right. Not really that the castle's so far away, but that the city is sprawling, vast, gigantic. It'd be really great, though, if when we started out I've been studying magic for the last 3 years, and that kind of thing, going in a massive, bustling, city, this thing. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Giving us a sense of size of the city.
It just occurs to me, I wonder if one of the reasons why they actually kept Muriel's basically 2 scenes in there, and they mashed them together, was because you run into Nadia a lot in this
They're trying to balance it a little bit more?
I wonder, actually, and so they're trying to basically give people more time. So they're like, we're trying to make this more simple, but we're also trying to give, like, some people that really you just don't ever get to see. They show up for 2 seconds and then they're gone kind of thing, compared to the other characters. Like, in the beginning, I wonder if actually the first route you're supposed to take
is Nadia, because this prologue's very Nadia heavy.
Well, I'm like, is it Nadia or is it Astra? But, like, in terms of, like,
pulled out a bit of Astra here because he was in our dream and we had a chance to have him. So it almost seems like they're going more Nadia-centric.
Right.
Which is a little interesting.
Right.
Because previously you had a lot
between
of
the two of them, we're
Astra.
really trying to do either Astra or Nadia. Like, even for the old one, I remember just kind of going, I feel like this is supposed to be mostly either Astra or Nadia, and Julian's sort of the weird outside one.
He's the one where a rebel will choose it.
Yes, the rebel. He's your rebel. He's Phoenix.
Ah, he is.
Beyond that, the palace rises in a swirl of glittering spines.
Spires.
Beautiful spires, isn't it? I had to pick up my jaw off the ground when I first came here.
Okay, that gives actually some backstory about her. One, that she came here from somewhere else, and 2, that this is not what she's used to at all.
Yeah.
I like that.
The palace was so different from anything I'd ever seen before.
This is great. Where are you from?
When did you first come here?
Honestly, if I know my memory stops 3 years ago, I might be more interested in time than I am locations. But that's up to you, my friend.
Corazón.
How much do you care about her? Where are you from? Or a bigger picture, when did you come here?
Again, like, the thing also is, like, in regards to, like, being attached more to other things about certain characters. Like, I think you might be right in terms of time, but it's also, like, in a regard, also, like, honestly, there's a level of going, why not ask both of them? Sometimes we've been frustrated going, like, why not ask both of them? They do not feel like as independent, separate, this is the yes or no question.
Or if you say, when did you first come here? She could be like, oh, I came at this time from here. A lot of people fill that in automatically.
Right.
But I think I would jockey for when did you first come here, because I want to know timelines, but again, I would need a reason for, the character to choose that, for Corazón to choose that.
Right.
And I feel like Corazón might be interested in time going, what were, again, if Astra used that hook of here's the major events that happened the year you do remember. Right, and also we do actually have a clear distinction in this particular prologue rewrite where it is about that it was 3 years ago. Even more, if you're going, I've been hired to investigate this thing that happened 3 years ago, I can actually take my first step in investigating going, when did you show up? Are you a part of this or not?
Oh, that actually would be a good...
If we've got Corazón going, you know what, I will investigate. I do a lot. I take care of Astra all the time. I'm very organized. I know what investigating things are, like where the hell that fire lizard's gone.
Right.
And
establishing maybe like also going like, when did you first come here? Also going like, here, I'm going to actually start investigating now. Even though I don't know what I'm investigating really.
I will at least establish, were you here during the event or not?
Yes.
And that'll be my first sort of filter.
When did you first come to the palace?
Aye.
What? Who? Me? She makes a thoughtful sound, and the lights on the palace reflected in her eyes.
Interesting.
A little while ago, long enough to know the inner workings of the place, if you catch my drift.
You want to be more specific?
That was very non-specific. Portia waves to the guards standing on either side of the gate. Their eyes glint at me from behind their helmets.
I love that you can see their eyes through their helmets.
Right? But they lower their weapons when Portia speaks.
And there's also this implication that the helmet hides their eyes, but you can nonetheless see the shine of the eyes through the helmet.
Until they
that's
move.
a little intense.
As a Ludovica, Ludmilla, this is Corazón. They'll be staying as our guest. Corazón, Ludovica, and Ludmilla. I don't know if they changed their names or not, but
I think those were the names.
I think so too.
And I know she does introduce them, which is interesting. And again, I've talked about if you have a closed guarded gate at a castle, your castle is not a center of commerce, exchange, basically society, that kind of thing.
Right. We actually
also don't have servants going in or out. You don't have people going in or out doing, basically waste removal or doing care or bringing in supplies.
Gardening,
like
animals.
Yep, all that stuff. So it is very weird in a functioning, basically, castle of the styles we are aware of, especially a more, less modern castle.
Right.
For things to be very active going in and out of the castle. For your huge, massive staff to need to leave and come back on the grounds frequently. All right.
The guards nod at me, their stiff posture relaxing just a bit.
So then going, did you bring her here as a hostage? Stares at Corazón. Are you endangering Pasha?
I am a danger.
You are intimidating.
By me.
Wow. You must be some foreign danger. We need to be on guard because the entire court is asshats. You're one of those, aren't you? I mean, you look better, but still.
Hi.
I'm afraid.
Oh, God.
Hi.
In unison, they push open the heavy iron gate.
Whoosh.
After you, Corazón.
Mm-hmm.
The gate slams shut behind me, and there is no turning back.
Wow.
Portia leads me across a long, steep bridge. Some kind of eel twists through the swirling waters below, glowing like a bloodless ghost.
Do they actually glow? Are they bioluminescent? I would love to know.
That would be fascinating.
You have these eels that are just twisting and scooting around like horsehair worms, kind of tangling themselves together.
Right.
And they just glow bioluminescently. And you're just in the river at night is a trip, but I've never seen them ever before.
She grabbed us before, I think, and moved us along. This time, we move ourselves. I shiver, quickening my pace.
It sounds like we do have a little more agency in this one,
we have a lot more
cool.
directness. Which
actually fits really well for this new character.
Right?
So
I'm like, oh, thank God.
Such timeliness. I love it.
As we approach the intricate doors, anxieties start to rise like bubbles coming to a boil within me. What if I'm not fashionable enough?
What if I didn't dress properly? What if I didn't bring enough things? What if I have to go back and be an inconvenience? Oh dear.
Oh, God. My hands drift toward my pocket, fidgeting with a leather charm.
I need to find somewhere to put this.
What the heck? Why would I suddenly call it a charm?
I don't know.
What?
It's a spell, now it's a charm. And it's a
I'm having a problem. No, it was a protective charm, but my problem is going we didn't pull it out to look at it again. It's just I have a thing in my pocket. That's weird.
And we're also going to fiddle with it in our pocket. I think there's supposed to be some attachment to the charm. I would theorize that thus keep coming back to it is supposed to remind us that Muriel's root is a thing, and maybe we could have attachment to them.
Maybe?
I would theorize that that's what that's about.
I mean, I'm just thinking about character motivation, honestly, in this case, because it really does kind of bug me of just really being why wouldn't we pull the damn thing out of our pocket and go, whoa, what the fuck is this in my pocket?
Or go, you're just your Bilbo going, what's in my pocket? What have I got in my pocket?
What's I got in the pocket?
In its pockets is.
I'm not sure why. The smell of myrrh is oddly calming.
Actually, I love the smell of myrrh. It's not confusing.
And the smell of myrrh. Murder! Judith, no.
No, there's murder in this pouch.
Here we are.
I can tell.
Portia swings her fist against the copper plating. 3 skulls rattling strikes.
Wait, are we at a door?
Yes.
I didn't say we were at a door, or just here we are.
At a copper plating?
No, but
I don't think it's a door.
We hurry across the bridge, and Pasha says we're here, and swings her fist at copper plating.
Yes.
So we assume a door and a closed door? I guess,
yeah, apparently.
We need to describe the gate in great detail, but the palace, fuck it, nothing.
Fuck the door.
Nothing you
Doors
care about.
are never interesting on palaces.
It's knocking and copper plate, that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. As the last echoes fade, the pendulous doors swing inward.
I'm still irritated about the pendulous doors. So pendulums are like what you have in a grandfather clock, or what hangs from a necklace. A pendulum is something that swings from a single point.
Yes.
All right, basically on a pivot. If your doors swing like a pendulum, how are they attached? There's no hinges. Yep. What does make the pendulum experience? And so I feel like that should have been evident again, because I'm like, unless there's a way to interpret pendulum.
I gotta open the door at this point. Like we're in a closet and it's very toasty.
It's going to change the entire sound.
No, but I want to leave it.
I push it. Anyway, it's very warm here in the summer.
Oh God, we're like sweating.
Anyway, so I don't like the use of pendulous because from every use that I know of it, including your tried and true, author of pendulous bosoms or breasts swinging gently back and forth, it's not what doors do.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'm not familiar with a type of door that would just swing off to one side as a pendulum.
That would have to be like a little point on the top and it goes woo, and you're like, that is a weird door to have.
Or it's like it's a door and then it's like a hobbit door, a circle, but it just has one point where it's both on the top and you rotate it out of the place and then pendulum it back down. Whoosh! Like, that would be wild.
3. The Empress.
The Empress.
Portia whisks me through the palace's halls and into a lavish dining room. Before me is a long table covered with small platters of delicacies, perfect just for me. Rich scents fill my lungs, unfamiliar and tantalizing.
And everything looks clean.
And I start...
and orderly. And I realize I didn't eat today, or all of last night, with all of the hubba.
I had some pumpkin bread.
But it was given to me, I didn't eat it.
Oh, disappointing. Why did we not eat it?
I mean, unless we ate it on the way while we're walking.
Which would make sense.
That's why Pasha wasn't talking to us, because we were busy slowly eating.
That makes sense.
So she's like, I won't say anything, but I keep glancing at you. And so you're like, I am just having this journey, walking and eating. All right.
And sitting at the head of the table, a wine glass in her elegant hand.
Whoosh.
Is Nadia. Perfect.
She looks
I love it.
I want the wine glass in her hand.
really still want it.
They did it with Valerius.
Yes.
I want her to be
Count
holding
Valerian.
the
Valerian disease.
The Valerian root. Words cannot express how glad I am to see you here. Corazón. Hello.
Hello.
I
know, a pleasure for the eyes, a feast, just like me.
You look even better than the last time I saw you. I did not think it was possible, but now I have no interest in the food on the table and wish instead to devour you slowly. But that must wait. I take it you ran into no trouble. Portia, holy shit! I have never seen her so bold and direct, and honestly, it's kind of hot.
Hi.
I don't know how to feel.
Hot.
Pep. Button of, you have to choose between the two buttons of be embarrassed. Hot. All right. It's awkward. Hot. Right. I take it you ran into no trouble on the way here, Portia?
Not at all. A perfect stroll through town. And you have such thirst. I am amazed, my lady, like them.
You're so direct.
Ooh. A befeathered chamberlain. Fuck me, I can't accent. It's fine.
It's fine, you got this.
A befeathered chamberlain pulls out a chair for me, and I sink into the plush seat.
Yes,
perfect.
good.
Arranging myself exactly perfectly. Because I'm always prepared for this day.
Takes a moment to pull, their hanging garments carefully, their scarves, they won't sit on them, sits down, arranges everything to look lovely, then leans gently on the table. Yes?
I'm here.
Nadia, it's so perfect.
I belong here, thank you.
Why?
Will that be all, Countess?
You gotta give me some other voices. You got the load here, my friend. You gotta do it.
All right, fine.
It's fine. We'll leave that one.
Aye.
Yes, thank you. You are excused for the entire evening, Chamberlain.
Badass as hell. Let's do it.
I'm going to make everyone get out of here. I'm going to admire Corazón by myself, as they were meant to be admired.
Portia,
singularly.
Does that include me?
Like, singularly, and as a work of art.
I guess that includes me. Bye.
Bye.
Feathers bobbing. The Chamberlain bows and leaves the dining room. Then I notice only 2 places have been set. Nadia's and mine.
This is for me.
How strange.
Perfect.
How perfect.
She's really planning.
She just really knew.
She said
it was just going to be me and you.
She said she was going to spoil me, and she's immediately carrying out the table, sumptuously set with everything. 2 seats, her across from you. Welcome, Corazón.
Me.
I shall deliver on what I promised.
I won't lose my shit.
Immediately.
Yep, excellent.
I had them bring in the different good chairs because I saw from your aesthetic that you needed better than what we usually have in here. And I will not fail to accommodate you and your clearly high standards of taste, which honestly, I really love. I hope you were not expecting anything too extravagant. I thought we might have something simple tonight. Don't be fooled by this. It gets better. Don't think that
Corazón! I have under no false pretenses.
Do not suspect that this is the height of my hospitality. I can go much harder. And I will, soon. In the meantime, this very light, delicate snack, extremely beautiful, it should hopefully serve your palate.
It will do.
Excellent. I say the same thing when I have it for myself. Perfect.
I guess it will do. That'll do. Perhaps this is simple for the palace, but it's still one of the richest meals I've ever seen.
I have imagined meals like this forever, but Astra is a very simple, basic bow.
It's okay. He's by Hobaster.
He's like, it's fine. He likes to eat hobo meals. He says they are good for the environment or something, but I have no connection to that.
I don't care.
I
deserve opulence, thank you.
I am far too posh for him. What have I gotten into?
God, everything went up in price.
Of everything is expensive and more I've gone to the forest and started
Julian, come back to me. I can't date this person.
I would rather date you. I know it was bad, but save me from this. You know what? Julian! Go to my shop. Look for me. I sent a letter. You can find me on this night. I know to leave on this night. Hopefully, Julian will fall for them, and then I won't have to deal with him.
Excellent. Perfect.
He's such a troll. He's such an
he'll be fine. Later gets this message from Julian about oh my fucking God, they tried to kill me. You have a monster that lives at your place. What the hell was that? What?
That's right. Oh God, he can't fix it. I thought someone as clearly sexual as he could at least direct their energy somewhere else.
Well, too bad, because his peak performance has got to wait until the next one. Yes! Awesome. If you like what we are doing, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We've got some links in the description down below. Yes. But other than that, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!